And a very pleasant good morning, everybody. Here we are for the final day of the New River CTC Invitational Basketball Tournament from the Beckley-Raleigh County Convention Center. This is Bill O'Brien. We've got 6 games to broadcast today. We'll have them all here on Video Productions. And we're starting off with a ladies' game. The Beckley Lady Eagles under Brian Neighbors at 3-5 will take on the legendary Huntington Lady Highlanders. They have won only 1 game in 5 tries, but both teams are works in progress, and I expect a really good game today between Beckley and Huntington. Then after that, we've got more action coming up, and we hope that you'll stay tuned for the 1 o'clock game, a boys' game between Elkins and Pikeview. 2:45 on the girls' side, Spring Valley and University. At 4:30 today, on the boys' side, it's Cabell Midland and Greenbrier East. The 6:15 contest this evening features a boys' game between Princeton and Huntington. And the late game tonight at 8 o'clock. This should be a great matchup. Middle school, Greater Beckley Christian versus the Mullins Rebels. So that's the lineup. We'll be telling you about our first broadcast after we take our first time out on Video Productions.
Ready to steer your career in a new direction? Look no further than New River Community and Technical College. With brand new simulators and virtual reality equipment, New River CTC's commercial driver's license program provides on-the-road experience before ever getting behind the wheel. You can become road ready by earning your CDL in just 6 weeks, along with a 180-hour certificate. Whatever your dream, New River CTC's CDL program puts you on the route to success. Don't wait. Apply now.
Let him ask you how you make this hard, dirty, wet, freezing, sweltering, exhilarating job look so easy. While they're wondering, you'll be doing. Because you can. Because it's there to be done. Because you have the will and the way. We are Bobcat.
Welcome back to the Dave Barksdale Court under the dome at the Armory. Yours truly, Bill O'Brien. Nick Eskins, the heavy hitter, who has been in this chair beside me all week long. 29 games, counting all of those being played today. And our producer-director, Nick, has done a fabulous job, and we thank you. And also our camera people here. Also, we tell you most of the time we use 1 camera when we do a basketball game, but for this week we've been using 3. Well, I had a chance to talk to both the coaches here. The Huntington Lady Highlanders are led by Lonnie Lucas. You talk about a legend. This man has won 4 state titles. He started coaching at Huntington back in the last millennium. He's been coaching for 60 years, 30 of them at Huntington High School. His first state title was in the year 2000. This year, only 1-4, but he said, hey, look, forget about the record. We're a work in progress. By the time February rolls through, we'll be fine. And when you listen to him, you learn a lot of basketball. Lonnie Lucas, great to talk with him. Now for Brian Neighbors, and you know, he's been here for quite a while as the head coach of the Lady Eagles at Woodrow Wilson. I go back to the days when Brian and his brother Gene Neighbors were both star players for the Beckley boys basketball team, winning state titles. And Brian Neighbors, you talk about intense, somebody who knows basketball. He and Gene are tops on the list. But in talking to them about their team this year, he said, we are very, very young. Really only 2 players that had any kind of experience last year, and we're still working to find our footing. So Woodrow Wilson, by the way, with 3-5 as their record. Their victories came over Capital, over South Charleston, and Pikeview. And to get here, they lost to Spring Valley 77-39. Huntington got to this game by losing to University out of Morgantown 65-57. Woodrow Wilson will be the home team on the board, wearing the white uniforms, maroon numerals and trim. And the visitors from Huntington will have the yellow uniforms with white numerals, trimmed in green. We'll be back with the opening lineups in a minute on Video Productions.
When you're repping the blue and gold, staying ready is key.
That's why we hit up Little General Stores, our go-to when the clock is ticking.
At LG, they're hustling to cover your daily needs, fueling you both on and off the court.
From the finest snacks to a team that's always ready to assist, Little General Stores is the ultimate stop.
You can rest easy knowing LG has all your essentials.
Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
Find out more at lgstores.com.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
I heard every time you order Little Caesars during the Pizza pregame, you score a fun perk.
And I heard Justin Jefferson is the most handsome receiver of all time.
Yeah, you can't believe everything you read on the internet.
No, I heard people say it.
Order pizza and Pepsi online on game day for a chance to win Super Bowl 58 tickets.
Pizza.
Hey, grab me one too.
Dunkin' is here with your holiday helpers. Peppermint mocha and toasted white chocolate signature lattes. A touch of delicious holiday magic to help you seize the season. Sip through the holidays with signature lattes at Dunkin'. America runs on Dunkin'.
Convention Center getting ready for the introduction of the starting lineups. We'll take a look at Huntington first. The Lady Highlanders under the legendary coach Lonnie Lucas. I don't think he would mind me telling you that he's 80 years old. He's been in the business 60 years. He looks like he's 50 years old, and the knowledge is incredible. And the way he interacted with his players as he and I were talking was just amazing. You see number 1, Amara Jackson. She's a senior. 14 is LaShawn Sloan, a sophomore, and she likes to be called Lala. Number 15 is Jada Turner, a senior. Number 23 is Ella Giles, a junior. And the last starter for the Highlanders, Amaya Smith, wearing number 25. She is a senior. So it's Jackson, Sloan, Turner, Giles, and Smith for the Lady Highlanders. They're working on defense. Most teams will say that, but when Coach Lonnie Lucas says it, you better listen. Now let's take a look at the Woodrow Wilson Lady Flying Eagles. 13 is Lathina Hazelwood, a junior. Josie Cross, a junior, and the leading scorer on the team at 19 plus per game. 22 is Alana Ellis, a sophomore. 23, Somalia Nelson. She is in double figures as a senior. And number 24, Sarah Hopkins, a senior. So it's Cross, Ellis, Nelson, Hopkins, and Hazelwood for the Woodrow Wilson Lady Eagles, 3-5. So we're just about ready to get this one started, and we'll be maybe a minute early. Mike Green has done such a wonderful job in directing this tournament. It has been so smooth, and it's been great to work with him and all of his crew here in Beckley. So Huntington out there in the yellow uniforms. 4 state titles for Lonnie Lucas. Not only has he coached this team, he said he started when Huntington High started back in the late 90s. He also coached the boys at Huntington East. He coached the old Huntington East, which is now consolidated into Huntington High School. He coached the girls' teams there at the old Huntington East. He's been around the block many times and successful, always. Ready to play ball. Glad to have you with us on Video Productions. And the tip is to Woodrow Wilson. This is Cross with it. Very fine ball player. You'll see that in a moment. She's got it now. Hazelwood. On the far side it goes. Around the horn. Hazelwood has the ball knocked away. That was one thing that Coach Neighbors told me. He says, we got to take care of the ball, and so far that's been a problem. Lay-in by Jackson. Amara Jackson gets the first points of the morning. There's another steal. And a layup coming, and it's there. Turner scores. 4-0, Huntington. Woodrow trying to go through the double team. There is a held ball. By the way, we will have a player of the game later on in our wrap-up show. Here's the Pepsi replay, and you can see the steal and the layup. Oh, gee, thanks. Lunch here, a Reese's Big Cup, and a Pepsi. Lob, high post. The point guard is Jada Turner. Lobbing underneath, and the interception that time by Ellis for Beckley. Hazelwood brings it up the court. High post to Ellis. A runner from inside the foul line. It rolls out. Tough luck miss by Hopkins. And on the rebound try, there's a foul. Going to the line for Beckley be 23 Somalia Nelson, a senior, scoring in double figures for Woodrow Wilson. And that one rolls out. So the Lady Eagles trying to get on the scoreboard. Right now, there it is. So 4-1 in the opening minute and a half of the ball game. Lady Highlanders in close. Short shot missing. Sloan tried to muscle it in. Hazelwood with a basketball for Woodrow. On the wing. Low post. Tipped out of bounds to Beckley. Well, I've known the Neighbors brothers for years. As I mentioned, I've called their games when they played and starred and members of the Hall of Fame for Woodrow Wilson. But I've never broadcast a Beckley girls game in all the years that Coach Neighbors has been at the helm. Maris Lowry always does them. He is watching cartoons this morning, sleeping in. He'll be here for the second game. In the head of the lane, the long shot is not good by Cross. Rebound followed up. There's a foul, and we'll have foul shots coming. So to the line, it'll be Somalia Nelson again, where she's 1 out of 2. Nelson ready and good. Nothing but net. Got to take care of the ball. You'll hear coaches say that. Rebound the ball. Make your foul shots, and Nelson made them both. And Beckley down by 1. Lady Highlanders from the head of the lane. Long shot is an air ball out of bounds to Woodrow. Just into the ball game is Amaya Smith for Huntington. She took that shot. And Beckley against the all-court pressure. Cross. Here's the interception. Watch out. Lay in good. Sloan scores for the first time. Lala. makes it 6-3. Again, they all court pressure. And a timeout, Woodrow Wilson, 30-second timeout. 6-3 is the score, Huntington leading. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Video Productions.
To steer your career in a new direction? Look no further than New River Community and Technical College. With brand new simulators and virtual reality equipment, New River CTC's commercial driver's license program provides on-the-road experience before ever getting behind the wheel. You can become road ready by earning your CDL in just 6 weeks, along with a 180-hour certificate. Whatever your dream, New River CTC's CDL program puts you on the route to success. Don't wait. Apply now.
The New River CTC Invitational Basketball Tournament, and we thank Little General Stores as our presenting sponsor. Little General wishing you a happy new year, and remember, when you need gas or snacks, Little General is everywhere, and proud to be supporting this tournament and so many other projects throughout our part of the state. Okay, we're ready to go. Huntington slow to come out of their huddle, and Beckley will have Josie Cross to inbound right in front of us. That's us right there. Yeah, I've got a monitor right here in front. I'm finally getting to use it. It's taken me several days to get used to that. 2 monitors in this tournament. Thank you, Butch Mounts. He's the founder and our executive producer of Video Productions. Well, Huntington taking their time. Now they're ready to go on defense, and Woodrow Wilson attacks them. Hopkins, Nelson, Josie Cross, Hazelwood, around to pick. Not able to penetrate that good defense by the Highlanders. Cross now moves in and dishes it back outside to Hopkins. Hazelwood saves it in at the last moment. Cross wants to shoot. Ball stabbed away and stolen. Huntington one-on-one layup, and it's no good. And a foul on the rebound. Woodrow was fouled. That was Cross who got the ball. And that was Turner who got the foul, her first. Just under 5 minutes to go in the opening period here in Beckley. Woodrow Wilson will inbound the ball, trailing by 3 points in the early going. 6 games today, all of them here on Video Productions. Cross looking, asks for his teammates, her teammates to come around, and they do. Into the ball game is Addison Walker for Beckley, wearing number 3. Cross can't handle the pass, right through her hands. Ouch. Lady Highlanders will go. When Huntington East and Huntington High consolidated, they took the nickname of the Huntington East athletic teams. That's where the Highlanders come from. And now their new school is on top of what they call Highlander Hill. Turnaround shot, and it's good. That's Sloan scoring for the second time. La La Land. She likes to be called Lala. Steal, lay in, count it. Turner scores second time. 10-3, so out of that timeout, it's not gone well for the Lady Eagles. Hopkins. Cross from downtown, off the iron, no good. Beckley keeps the ball. Nelson to Cross. From downtown again, that one's good by Walker. So Addison Walker just into the ball game and nails a long ball. That's the first field goal for Woodrow. And Beckley gets back into the ball game. And here's a stab and a steal. That was Leilani Mans who got the steal, and the ball is knocked out of bounds. Leilani Mans, a senior, wearing 42 for Woodrow Wilson. And another substitute comes in. 32 is Carson Gunter, and she will inbound the ball. Freshman player for Coach Brian Neighbors. High post. Needing help. Kicked out of bounds to Huntington. So here we go. The Lady Highlanders with Jada Turner directing the attack. To the corner. A lob in close. And it's tipped out of bounds to the Cabell County team. Turner to trigger in. Looking, and just did get it in time. From the baseline, that one rolls out. Tough luck miss by Giles. They get the rebound back. Giles again wants to shoot the long ball, and the Lady Eagles will not let that happen. Giles again driving. Pass in close, no. And the rebound is down to Gunter, and there's a foul. It's a held ball. Check me, no foul. Direction arrow pointed toward Woodrow. There are no jump balls anymore except for the start of the game. And a possession arrow lets you know as they alternate possessions on held balls. Over the head of the Beckley receiver, Walker. And it is out of bounds to Huntington again. Under 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. And the Highlanders leading by 4 and with the ball. Here's Turner. To the corner. Giles has it. Back outside it goes. Now to the right side for a long shot. It's across the iron, no good. Highlanders keep the ball. And a downtown shot counted by Turner. It's her third make. 13-7. And a foul is going to be called on Huntington. And call it on Turner. That's her second. 7-point game. 2:21 left first quarter. As the Pepsi replay, we'll take a look at that 3-ball. Nicely done by Jada Turner. Cross gets it in for Beckley. Up to Walker. Bad pass, partially deflected. And it's out of bounds. We'll go the other way. Little sloppy play. Both teams saying that they just need to value the ball more. So Beckley will inbound it. Mans gets it to Walker. Walker through a double team. Taken right out of her hands. Lay in, good. That's Turner again. 9 points for her. To Walker. Mans. Walker again. And we'll set it up one more time. That's Hopkins. Mans on the high post. Walker tries to move in against that zone, that moving zone. Walker lobs it underneath to Mans. She gets it back. Turnaround shot, yes, nice shot. Leilani Mans, senior scoring. 15-8. 7-point lead for Huntington as we approach a minute to play in the opening period. Give and go, shot short. Followed up, no. Mans rebounds for Woodrow. Hopkins with it. And as we go, double dribble. Under a minute to go, and let's look at the Little General replay. This is Mans putting it up and in. Nicely done. Leilani Mans, a senior. Substitution for the Highlanders. Please excuse me if I say Pony Express because that's what they used to be. Left corner. Lady Highlanders in no hurry. 25-foot shot off the iron, no good. But Huntington keeps it. From back of the foul line, that one rolls in. Amaya Smith scores for the first time. A 10-point game. Beckley on the fast break, in close, shot blocked. Follow-up cross under the basket, no. And we'll go the other way. The green and gold of the Lady Highlanders. From the foul line, another one is there. Smith scores, exact same shot. Nothing but net, and that's the end of the quarter. It's been Huntington getting the job done in the first period. After one, the Highlanders 20, the Lady Eagles 8. Back in a minute for the second quarter on Video Productions.
Meet Jessica Moore. Jessica was born to care. She always had your back. Like the time she spotted the neighbor kid, an approaching car, a puddle, and knew there was going to be a situation.
That's my best friend. She don't need no lift, drive her own car.
Miss Hogan's class? Yeah, it's Atlantis. Nice. I don't think they had camels in Atlantis.
Really? Today, she's a teammate at Truist, the bank that starts with care. When you start with care, you get a different kind of bank.
Yours truly, Bill O'Brien, back at the microphone here. And ladies and gentlemen, let the party begin. Maris Lowry has entered the building. The building is the Beckley-Raleigh County Convention Center. We've been here all week doing all 29 games, including the Special Olympics game. I watched some of that last night with Mark Martin on the mic. And we thank our friend Mark from Channel 8 in Charleston for covering most of the games yesterday. He gave us a break. Score is 19-8. I thought that was wrong. Maris Lowry normally keeps a running score. I don't. But in adding up the individual scoring, I could see that Huntington had only 19 points and not 20. So that having been accomplished, we're ready to go. And let's take a look. The original lineup for the Lady Eagles: Cross, Ellis, Nelson, Hopkins, and Hazelwood. Huntington will inbound with Amaya Smith to take care of that, and we'll get it into Jada Turner, the point guard. Turner's a good-looking player. Like the green shoes, too. Smith passing. Turner's got it. Back to Jada. Jada again makes her move in. Through a triple team, lays it up too strong. Rebound Beckley. That's Hazelwood with it, and she's fouled. So the personal foul in the opening moments of the second quarter, 19-8 is the correct score. Huntington is a good enough team, they don't want to give them extra point. Beckley will inbound. Somalia Nelson. Tipped away. The steal, the lay-in, counted. That's Samaya Cunningham just into the ballgame, the freshman scoring. And Woodrow on the attack. Hazelwood. High post. Back outside for a three, and it's short. Out of bounds to Woodrow. So Hopkins couldn't get that to go. She was a little bit back of the three-point line. Maybe just a tiny bit out of her range. And Hopkins will trigger it in. He's got the two knee braces. Cross with it. So far, Cross has not scored. She's got to get in the offense for Beckley to have any kind of opportunity here, and there's a bad pass. Huntington gliding down the floor. In close. Traveling called. Well, they got it to Cunningham, and she took a little extra bunny hop there. So we played a minute into the second quarter and a 21-8 advantage for the team from Huntington. It was great to talk to Lonnie Lucas. You talk about a living legend and still going strong. 30 years at Huntington, 60 years as a coach. Wow. He's forgotten more than most of us will ever know when it comes to basketball. Inbounds play right here in front of us. Somalia Nelson will trigger in. That's us right there. Heavy hitter right there. And Maris Lowry right there. Smallwood. Double dribble call. That's been the problem. A lot of Beckley turnovers, much to the chagrin of Brian Neighbors. Said we got to develop our guards. We will as the season goes on, but they got to get better quick. And against a good team like Huntington, it's not happened. High post Smith, turnaround shot, back brace miss, follow up no. This one, Huntington again. Into Smith, blocked and fouled. Amaya Smith will go to the line for 2 shots. She scored 4 from the floor. Let's look at the replay brought to you by Pepsi Cola. She is able to get in under the basket to score, and she's made 2 shots from the foul line, but now she gets a free throw and misses. Nobody guarding her. I guess somebody's got to get up there and put a hand in her face to make those from that position. Smith again, missed that one too. Cross gets it for Woodrow. Beckley has not scored in the opening couple of minutes of this second quarter. Cross. That's Ellis. Inbounds play, Lady Eagles. 3-5 on this year is Beckley. Huntington only 1-4. But as Coach Lucas said, forget about the record. Watch us when February comes. We're going to be good. Walker. Dribbling down, gets it to the corner, knocked out of bounds by the Highlanders, and Woodrow gets it. Side court. Nelson will feed it in. Addison Walker with it. Pass intercepted. 1 against 2, and Cross hustling to get the steal. Walker quickly up, and again the pass is intercepted. This ought to be a snowbird layup. Here it comes. Missed it. My goodness. Cross was making sure, did not take anything for granted, and it's a good thing she winds up with a basketball for Beckley. Walker lobs it off to the near side, and good motion now into the low post. Stopping, popping, blocked. Walker, check me, Smith blocking that shot by Ellis. We're approaching 5 minutes to play till intermission. In close to Smith, she cannot handle the pass. So Beckley will take over. Somalia Nelson will retrieve the basketball behind the curtain. We were going to keep that stat, and somehow we've lost that stat sheet. You talk about paper. We got enough paper here for a forest. Inbounds play Beckley. Carson Gunter will throw it in to Walker. She's picked up by Alicia Smith, just into the ball game for the Lady Highlanders. Ball goes out of bounds, and Huntington's got it. Smith to throw in. Sloan with it. Going in for the layup, yes. Check me, that was Turner. Turner scoring. She's got 11 points. Josie Cross. Bounce pass into the low post. There's a foul on Huntington, as Ellis took that pass on the bounce. Inbounds play to the Lady Eagles on their end of the floor. Ellis to throw it. Gets it back. Stabbed away and stolen. Quickly up the floor, and that goes astray. Let's take a look, and got a new player in the ball game, Rachel Pritt, wearing number 30 on her white uniform for Woodrow Wilson. And with that, we've got a timeout. We're about midway through the second quarter. Huntington with a big lead. We'll be back after these messages on Video Productions.
Mid-State Ford, where every deal is a Big John deal. Northside Drive, Route 19 in Summersville. Come see why people from all over the great state of West Virginia are making the drive to Summersville. Incredible deals on brand new Fords. The state's guaranteed lowest price on brand new F-150s, Super Duties, and more. Plus incredible service after the sale at Mid-State Ford, Northside Drive, right off of Route 19 in Summersville. Online anytime at midstatefordwv.com.
Little Caesar's stuffed crazy crust is stuffed with cheese and has a delicious buttery garlic flavored crust. And it's $9.49, making it the lowest price in stuffed crust. And I'm out of time. There was more time.
Pizza. Grab the one thing that everyone's loving, and as it happens, they come by the dozen. Everybody loves it, and everybody knows it. Everybody loves a donut.
Nick Eskins, the heavy hitter, is pushing the buttons, directing and producing our broadcast, and has been the entire week, and he's done a fantastic job. And he seems to be just as energetic now as he was on day one last Tuesday. Gee, that seems like a month ago. Here we go. Beckley with crisp passing, beating the press until now. Jackson with the steal. Jackson coming down, passing it off. Well, maybe blocked. Nevertheless, Smith has it, and she is going to be called for a held ball. Arrow pointed toward Beckley. Inbounds play, Woodrow Wilson's Alana Ellis. Beckley has not scored here in the second quarter. We're midway through it. Just too many turnovers. Still in the backcourt. Tritt passing it off. Josie Cross. She's got to get in the offense. And will she do it now? Yes. Josie Cross with her first points. 23-10. Bad pass. Walker lets it roll out of bounds, but it will belong to the Highlanders. Lady Highlanders as we watch the Pepsi replay. Here's Josie Cross nailing her first points of the morning. Jada Turner is fouled as she goes strong for the hoop. She's already scored 11 from the floor and now gets a chance to shoot free throws. A senior and a really good-looking point guard for Coach Lonnie Lucas. First one is perfect, one more coming. Well, Maris Lowry doing his homework, ready for the next game, which will be a boys' matchup between Elkins and Pikeview. Rims out, no good. On the floor, Beckley's got a cross. Has it now. Josie passing it off and gets it back. Huntington using the zone. Walker moves in. Runner from the baseline, rolls out. Tough luck miss. She gets the rebound and she's fouled. Addison Walker will go to the line. The sophomore's scored on a long ball. That's been her point total so far. Number 3 is what she's got in the scorebook. And here's the Little General replay. You see her going to the hoop, almost in and out. She follows up the shot and draws the foul. Substitutions for Beckley. Mans comes into the ball game. Hopkins in. Walker. Missed them both. This Turner with it, passing it off to Jackson. A lob pass to the corner. Smith lets fly from there. That's too strong. And the rebound is off to Carson Gunter. Josie Cross weaving through Huntington traffic and lays it up too strong, but she's held ball. They're going to, no, a foul. Beg your pardon, foul. That was her shot. She'll go to the line for 2. Here's the replay. Little General bringing it to you. Our presenting sponsor, Little General Stores. You can see the foul, and here's Josie Cross. Averaging just under 20 per game. Looking for her 3rd point of the morning, and there it is. She's just a junior. Beckley trying to rebuild with really only 2 veteran players back from last year's team. That one goes in twice. Ought to give her 2 points for that. Well, you get 2 total points anyway from the foul line that trip. Huntington doubling up the score, 24-12. In close, bank shot good. Jackson. Her second bucket. Jackson going to college, already signed at a school across from Cincinnati in northern Kentucky. Walker going in for the lay-in. Count it. Addison Walker now with 5 for Woodrow Wilson. We approach 2 minutes to play till halftime. When we see the score sheet, the official score sheet at halftime, Beckley's not going to be happy. Well, there's a long 3 by Jackson, and it's good. Woodrow will not like the turnover total. Cross with it, stopping. Just missing from inside the foul line, and the rebound is off to Turner. Quickly up the floor to Smith. Underneath, short shot blocked. Scramble for the ball, and Woodrow's got it. Here's Hopkins. Across to Walker. Back to Hopkins. Lay in good. That's how you do the fast break. Sarah Hopkins scoring for the first time this morning. And with that, Huntington wants a timeout. 1:31 to play till intermission. Here's the Pepsi replay on that last fast break. This is how you are supposed to do it. Nicely performed. Hopkins with the score, and we're going to score with a timeout on Video Productions.
Ready to steer your career in a new direction? Look no further than New River Community and Technical College. With brand new simulators and virtual reality equipment, New River CTC's commercial driver's license program provides on-the-road experience before ever getting behind the wheel. You can become road ready by earning your CDL in just 6 weeks, along with a 180-hour certificate. Whatever your dream, New River CTC's CDL program puts you on the route to success. Don't wait. Apply now.
And we're back courtside. Bill O'Brien here. Glad to have you aboard with the heavy hitter Nick Eskins. With 1:31 to play in the second period. Walker to throw it in. Amaya Smith, I should say. Jackson working the point now. Forced it up, and Mans with the steal. Nicely done. Walker passes ahead. Layup missed. Tough luck miss. Mans winds up with the ball for Beckley, and it's taken out of her hands. Approaching 1 minute left. Turner. Dangerous anywhere on the court. Jackson. Check me, that's Giles. Giles holds up the set play, gets around a pick, moves in, and Turner will stop and pop. 3 ball is in on the bank. Bank is opened on a Saturday morning, and that's Turner's second long ball. She's got 14 points. A 16-point advantage for the Highlanders. Josie hits one from deep in the corner. So Cross gets her second bucket. 32-19, Beckley trying to keep it a little bit close. Turner from downtown misses. Ball tipped into Walker's hands. Down the floor it comes, and saved in at the last moment into the hands of Turner. 4 seconds left. Smith's got it. She doesn't realize time's wasting. And the shot by Jackson misses at the buzzer. We have played the first half of the first game of the last day of this special tournament presented by New River Community and Technical College. And at halftime, it's Huntington 32, Beckley 19. We'll be back, recap the game, have the official stats after these messages on Video Productions.
Virginia's #1 hit music station. West Virginia's longest running morning show. Hit music 24/7. One station, all the hits. 103 CIR is WCIR FM, Beckley. 103CIR.com.
Every bite better with Pepsi.
We're back courtside, the Dave Barksdale Court, under the dome at the Armory in Beckley. And there's your halftime score, Huntington 32-19. The Highlanders got off to a quick start and have not been headed in this ballgame. They led 19-8 at the end of one, and now you can see the halftime lead of 13 points. Let's give you the unofficial individual scoring before we get a chance to talk to Maris Lowry. For the Lady Highlanders, Jada Turner has 15 points, including 2 long balls, 15 for Turner. 7 points for Amara Jackson. 4 points for Lala Sloan. I hope she scores more. I just love that name, Lala. 2 points for Cunningham, and that's it for Huntington. For the Beckley team, Josie Cross has 7 points. 5 points for Addison Walker. 3 for Somalia Nelson. Sarah Hopkins with 2, and Leilani Mans with 2 points. So that's the scoring as we bring Maris Lowry in as he's getting ready for the second game today, and you'll have a boys game. Hi, partner.
Well, Bill, good morning. I think it's still morning. I don't think
is.
it's quite afternoon yet. I have a question for you.
I have an answer.
Well, I hope so, because as I'm preparing for the next game, as you mentioned, which is a boys game, Pikeview and Elkins, and I'm looking at this Elkins sheet.
Yeah.
Do you see what I see? 2 number 1s, 2 2s, 2 3s, 2 10s. They got multiple numbers and look like every kid in the school plays basketball.
Well, you know, that's why you've got this game. You get to make it up as you go, pal.
Well, I guess we'll have to figure all that out, won't we?
I know you'll be talking to the coaches when they get here, and they'll be here, I'm sure, in just a few minutes. Well, you had a chance to watch some of this first game, and we're getting the official stat sheets coming up here, but the turnovers, that's going to be huge.
Well, that has really hurt Beckley all season. And, you know, Eric and I have been able to call all of Beckley's previous home games. And the main thing is, and you mentioned it through the course of the broadcast when you mentioned about Huntington, uncharacteristically, they are 1-4. And as you mentioned, their coach said, well, wait till February, they're going to be better. Hopefully that will be the case for Beckley as well. I know head coach Brian Neighbors, they'll continue to work and try to get through this. The biggest thing is they got to just take care of the ball. And I think that's been the biggest problem. I think if there's any one thing that you could put your finger on to the Beckley girls team of one area that they really got to get better in, and I think it's taking care of the ball.
And Maris, you were not there when I interviewed both Brian and Gene Neighbors. Individually, they both said the exact same thing. We got to take care of the ball. We're working on it, but we got to take care of the ball.
And coming from 2 outstanding point guards of the history that they both have had, that's something that I'm sure, like a lot of things keep coaches up at night, but when you play the position at guard and then you have a lot of turnovers, I think that really drives Brian, Gene, and Coach Henry crazy.
You know, and both of them are in the Woodrow Wilson Basketball Hall of Fame. So am I. And, you know, I'm ready to dunk on them. I could do that. I'm thinking Dunkin' Donuts. That's what I'm going to dunk on them.
Well, I was getting ready to say, it's still morning, and if Bill's going to dunk, I see a sign over at Dunkin' Donuts. He's going to go to Little General. He's going to get donuts and dunk it in his coffee.
That's
That'd be about the only
exactly.
get. Bill, well, I tell you what, that is about as funny as when I came into the building, it was raining, and I said I almost melted.
Almost?
Almost.
Fortunately, you're good.
Fortunately, I'm good.
Let's take a look at the stats here. We've got, and I told you, the stat I wanted to see was the turnovers. Beckley with 20 turnovers as opposed to 7 for the Lady Highlanders. For Huntington, here they go with shooting. They've hit 14 of 34. That's 41% from the floor. 3 of 7 from downtown. That's 43%. 1 of 4 foul shooting, 25%. For Beckley, 6 of 15 from the field. That's 40%. But they had 19 fewer shots at the goal. So that is very telling. Beckley hit 2 of 5 from long range. That's 40%. And 5 of 8 foul shooting, 62.5%. And we're looking at the individual point totals, and they are as I gave them to you. We'll be back, and we'll continue with our halftime in a moment on Video Productions.
Grab the one thing that everyone's loving, and as it happens, they come by the dozen. Everybody loves it, and everybody knows it. Everybody loves a donut.
Are you ready to steer your career in a new direction? Look no further than New River Community and Technical College. With brand new simulators and virtual reality equipment, New River CTC's commercial driver's license program provides on-the-road experience before ever getting behind the wheel. You can become road ready by earning your CDL in just 6 weeks, along with a 180-hour certificate. Whatever your dream, New River CTC's CDL program puts you on the route to success. Don't wait. Apply now.
At Dutch Miller Automotive, we've grown quite a bit over the last 60 years, but our core principles remain the same. We believe in treating our customers and our team members like friends and family, and we see it as our obligation to give back to all the communities we are so fortunate to do business in. In just West Virginia alone, we've grown from 1 location on the west end of Huntington to 10 rooftops employing more than 500 Mountaineers. Check out the inventory from all of our stores at DutchMillerAuto.com. Dutch Miller Automotive Group, West Virginia proud.
Dunkin' is here with your holiday helpers. Peppermint mocha and toasted white chocolate signature lattes. A touch of delicious holiday magic to help you seize the season. Sip through the holidays with signature lattes at Dunkin'. America runs on Dunkin'.
We remind you that in our wrap-up show, in this game and every game, all 6 games today, we will have the player of the game, sponsored by West Virginia Orthopedics, Dr. John Tabbitt, and we thank him and his fine staff for supporting Video Productions and high school ball. All right, Beckley coming out. Huntington's already been out. Maris Lowry, what do you think? If you're in the Beckley locker room, what do you say?
Well, number one, you got to take care of the ball. We talked about that in our last segment. You got to take care of the ball. And when I got here, it was about the end of the first quarter, and Beckley got some shots. I mean, they're within shouting distance. Yeah, I mean, they're down double digits. But if they can close this lead to, say, single digits going into the fourth quarter and give them a real shot, to make a run at Huntington in that fourth quarter. But the main thing is you can't keep giving away possessions, and that comes with the turnovers. You figure, and Gene Neighbors would always, Bill, when you and I were doing radio together, and Gene Neighbors and Brian Neighbors was on the boys' staff, after every game, Gene Neighbors would say, how many turnovers did Beckley have? And I would say, too many. And that's the answer that he wants. Like, if I give him a number, he'd say, no, that's wrong. I said, well, I got it here. I actually did a good job, I thought, of keeping stats. And he says, no, the real answer is too many. And that's how guards think.
Speaking of Gene and Gene and I, first I want to just make a personal note that Brian and Gene Neighbors lost their father recently. You talk about the nicest man. Mr. Neighbors was known to many in the Beckley community, and just a great guy, and the Neighbors family still in mourning, and we just send our best out to the Neighbors family. Yeah. What a great guy.
They are, and Bill, I think you know this or knew it and know it, that me and Gene Neighbors and Randy Moss went to the Nike camp together. Remember back in the mid-90s. Yes.
Well, I got to tell you, when we get a break, about part of the conversation I had with Gene Neighbors, and it was about today's basketball players. he's just a great guy to talk to, not to mention to watch play basketball.
Right.
All right, Huntington ready to go. And inbounding the ball is Turner. She's the point guard with 15 points and really knows how to handle that pumpkin. She's got it right now. You can't miss her with the green shoes, too.
But you're right, that ball is so orange. It does look like a pumpkin. Are you sure that's not a jack-o'-lantern?
Oh, well. Maybe later in the year, huh?
Yeah.
A runner in the lane, and count it. That's Giles scoring for the first time for the Lady Highlanders.
Hey, Bill, can you tell I watched my cartoons this morning?
You watch them every morning, don't you?
I do, but I definitely got it in this morning.
Josie Cross with an air ball, and it's out of bounds to Beckley.
You know, that's part of how I get my game face on. I got to watch my cartoons. And I see that Elkins is in the building, so, Bill, I got to go do some homework. I'll catch up with you.
All right, my man. Thanks for stopping by, Maris Lowry. Here's Walker. Going in for the runner, and she's fouled. She'll go to the line. In telling about Gene Neighbors, and he calls this generation of kids microwaves. I said, what do you mean? He says they want it instantly. He says to be successful, you got to work around the calendar year. You got to play basketball all around the year. You got to work hard. And he said a lot of these kids, foul shot good by Walker. She's 1 out of 3 foul shooting and now 6 points. That one rims out, and here comes Huntington up by 14. So microwave, that's what he's calling it. Short shot, it's good. Sloan scoring. So Lala gets 6 points. Knocked out of bounds. Beckley gets it. Opening minute of the second half here under the dome at the Beckley-Raleigh County Convention Center. Yours truly, Bill O'Brien. Nick Eskins, the heavy hitter, is our producer-director. And we're glad you decided to spend some time with us here as we look at the watch and see it's high noon, which normally in radio you give a station ID. This is Video Productions, bringing you all the games on this as a bank shot goes through for Walker. Addison Walker looking good, getting through that defense. Turner weaving through Beckley traffic, tries to put the shot up, and it's blocked by Mans. And the Lady Eagles are on the attack. Down by 14. Josie Cross moves in, puts it up, and draws the foul. So we mentioned Josie Cross, who averages almost 20 points per game. She's going to have to score big if Woodrow's got any chance at all. So far, she has scored 7 points, and those came late in the second quarter. So Cross, who is just a junior, good-looking ball player, and puts it in. 3 for 3 foul shooting for Josie Cross. Ready again. Good again. So Beckley pulls within a dozen. This is Jackson with it. Lobs underneath for the lay-in. That's good. Boy, what a pretty pass that time. And Lala gets it. Hits the underside of the backboard. Smith rebounding. Jackson hustles down the floor, puts up the runner, just will not go. She will follow it up, and it's blocked, and Cross fouls her. Nobody in foul trouble on either team. That's the first foul on Josie. Under 2 minutes, or rather, we've come 2 minutes into the second half. Beckley is pulled within 12. But Huntington will try to extend it right. It pulls within 14. They had pulled within 12. And Jackson hits it. 8 points for Amara Jackson. Had a chance to interact with her and her coach, Lonnie Lucas, before we came on the air. And you could see the special bond, second shot missing. Coach Lucas with his kids, he loves these kids. And I think they love him back. And he's going to coach them up, trust me. He's won 4 state titles. There's the steal right in front of us. Lala coming down for the lay-in. Missed it. Good defense that time by Walker, who's got the ball now for Woodrow. 3-on-3. Walker double team. They're on the court, and it's a held ball. Arrow pointing toward Beckley. Inbounds play Woodrow. Alana Ellis to throw it in to Walker. Mans with it. Walker working the point, fires a long shot off the side, no good. The Lady Highlanders from the Jewel City trying to 3-ball, and it's not there. Out of bounds to Beckley. Well, I was in Huntington for 4 years, working radio and also attending Marshall University. At that time, Huntington had 80,000 residents, #1 in the state. Now they're down below 50,000. Give and go, lay in good. So Cross scores for the third time from the floor. 9 points total for her, and Beckley pulls within 13. And we've got substitutions coming in. So Sarah Hopkins will sit down for the Lady Eagles. She's walking gingerly. I'll tell you, she's got the 2 knee braces, and I think she's going to have to go to the locker room.
Well, you know, speaking of Sarah Hopkins, she's had a couple of torn ACLs, and that's why she wears those braces that she does. But you might find this funny and interesting. I just talked to the head coach, Armart Rayfield of, it looks like Clemson, their Paul, but that's the Elkins. But I'll tell you the story here in just a second.
Okay. Give and go under to Smith, who has to get back to the guards. Long shot airborne, and that clanks off the iron by Giles. Rebound fought for, and it's a held ball. Yes, sir, what you got?
Well, you know, I would want to make sure that I wasn't seeing things. So remember I asked you, is it me, or is there 2 number 1s, 2 number 2s, 2 number 3s, 10s? There was like, and it looked like every kid in the school was on the basketball team. So I asked the coach, and he's like, where did you get that? I said, out of the program. He said, I never sent it. He said, that's this year's roster and last year's roster combined. And I said, I have no idea how it got in the program. So he gave me this nice, beautiful sheet.
All typed.
And marked it down, typed, and even I can read it.
Big print.
And yeah, and don't have hard names, so I can say their names. Or at least most of them.
Most of you make up the rest, is that?
Well, well, that's what I got. Well, I'm sure Eric will be able to help me out. There's a bucket by Huntington.
Seeing if that's Lala. It's a little hard to see the numbers when they get to the far side of the court.
Well, one thing too, Bill, yeah, they're wearing white numbers on gold.
Yeah.
It probably should have been green on gold outlined in white.
Exactly.
And, you know, Bill, I turned on a game last night. I was watching on Video Productions. I think it was the Bluefield Huntington game.
Pepsi replay, and Somalia Nelson was fouled. She'll go to the line for 2 shots. She's hit 3 out of 4 so far, and perfect from the line.
And Bill, I don't know if you were here or you watched the Huntington Bluefield game either live or on many platforms that we have at Video Productions, but both teams are wearing dark uniforms. Huntington was wearing a dark green and Bluefield was wearing black and maroon. You couldn't really tell like who was who.
Mans gets the shot after getting the steal.
So, Bill, I know we can't do it in girls, but in the boys, I guess shirt and skins, I guess they can't even do that no more.
Yeah, really. Oh, and look at Mans again. Wow, coming the other way. Leilani running the floor beautifully after getting the bucket on the Beckley end, and then here's the little general replay. You'll see that she makes that block perfectly.
Yeah, she has really picked up her game and played really well this year.
Long shot, no good by Alicia Smith. Another shot downtown, count it. And let's see who got that. That was Turner. Turner's third long ball. And Beckley, well, they got double teamed in the corner that time, and Gunter just could not. Here's the replay on the 3 ball by Turner. 44-29, it's a 15-point game after Beckley had pulled within 12. We're midway through the third period at the Armory in Beckley. Mans shooting and scoring, nothing but net. Well, she's got a nice soft touch. Leilani Mans.
Yeah, Bill, I'll tell you, she's playing better and better. And she came on at the end of last year, and she has really picked up into this year where she left off from last year.
Turner missing, Jackson rebounding, and it's out of bounds touch last by Smith.
And, you know, not only did Leilani Mans make that shot, but under the basket where she made it, the lights were on, and as she let the ball go, they turned the lights off, and you can see how dark it is. Now they turned the lights back on, but it was amazing when she shot that didn't bother her, and she was still able to, you know, to drain the jump shot.
Jackson misses from downtown. Try again. Ellis in trouble. Double, triple teamed, and a held ball. Ella Giles was the one who was collapsed upon, and good defense by the Lady Eagles. Good hustle there. Beckley only down by 13. Inbounds play to Jackson. Back outside it comes to Giles. Smith from downtown. Nope. Cross rebounds for Beckley. Josie Cross will bring it up the court. Walker gets the pass. Mans in close. Shot put up, blocked, and no foul called. It's an out-of-bounds play. Well, I tell you what, Carson Gunter was hammered to the floor, and there was no whistle that time. I will tell you, though, the officiating, I think, has really been good this week. Cross shooting and scoring from downtown.
And you know, Bill, you and I touched on that about the officiating, how good it has been all week long in every game. You know, you and I have worked multiple games together this week, and like I said, this is a high-standard tournament, and the officiating has been high standard all week long. 14
points for Josie Cross for Beckley. From the foul line, shot is blocked. Nice block that time by Woodrow Wilson's Gunter. Lady Eagles coming close, put it up. There's a block and a foul, and going to the line will be Somalia Nelson as we take a look at that three by Josie.
Josie Cross ringing the bell from downtown. You know, Somalia Nelson, Bill, she played 2 years ago as a sophomore. She didn't play last year. Now she's back at it. She's very athletic. In fact, one of the games that we did last week, Eric and I, that she had a big game. She celebrated her 18th birthday. Somalia Nelson did in that victory over Capital right there, right after Christmas.
With that, she's 5 out of 7 foul shooting for her 5 points. The senior, who normally will score in double figures. Ready again. And it rolls off no good. Well, Beckley is pulled within 9 points. Just all of a sudden here.
And remember, Bill, at halftime I said the key for Beckley to get back in the game, they got to get this to single digits going into the fourth quarter.
And here's the steal. Walker got her hand on the ball. She passes it up to Cross. 2-on-2. Cross banks it up too strong. Rebound tipped around, and Huntington's got it. Jackson gets out of the way and moves it up the floor. Under 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. And as we go, Turner is hacked on the arm. So it'll be an out-of-bounds play, I believe. Yeah. Keith Thompson has made his way in. He'll be doing radio along press row here. Talk about one of the legends.
You talking about Alana Ellis checking in?
And with that, we got a timeout. So with the timeout on the court, Beckley only down by 9. Let's pause for this on Video Productions.
Ready to steer your career in a new direction? Look no further than New River Community and Technical College. With brand new simulators and virtual reality equipment, New River CTC's commercial driver's license program provides on-the-road experience before ever getting behind the wheel. You can become road ready by earning your CDL in just 6 weeks, along with a 180-hour certificate. Whatever your dream, New River CTC's CDL program puts you on the route to success. Don't wait. Apply now.
And we're back courtside at the Dave Barksdale Courts at the Beckley-Raleigh County Convention Center. Yours truly, Bill O'Brien. And Nick Eskins, the heavy hitter, is our producer-director. We've got 1:43 left in the third quarter. And Beckley is pulled within 9 points at 44-35. And taking a look at the Huntington bench there, the head coach, and he's a legend, Lonnie Lucas. He's been coaching 60 years, 30 of them at Huntington, 4 state girls basketball titles. And when you listen to him, you learn something. And these kids are listening. So expect something coming up here for the Lady Highlanders. Expect an all-court press on defense and expect a little different look on offense. Here they come to Turner. She is the spark for the team. In and out, tough luck missed that time by Giles. Beckley with the ball. One-on-one layup coming here and a block and a foul. So Somalia Nelson was going strong to the hoop. She'll go to the line for 2 with 1:27 to go. Thank you, Maris, bringing me an ice cold Aquafina. I'm surprised we still have our voices.
Well, see, Bill, I'm more than just your sidekick. I'm taking care of you now with water, huh?
I love it. Thank you. There's the foul shot good. So
well,
the 10th time at the line coming up here for Nelson.
Bill, I feel that's the least I can do because normally, I call a lot of the Beckley girls games and have for the last couple of years, but the reason I didn't get this morning, it was a little too early for me, so I appreciate you, you pinch hitting for me on this first game.
It's a pleasure. Like I said, I've not done any broadcasting while Brian Neighbors has been the head coach. Backing out, Giles. Now she makes her move around a pick. Goes in for the bank, missed the glass, follow-up blocked. Beckley much more active defensively, and here comes Cross up the floor. 3-on-2. Cross stopping, popping from the right elbow, just missing. Rebound Walker. She'll throw it up. That's short. Rebound followed up by Mans, and it's good.
Yeah, that's a big sequence now. Beckley now have cut the lead to 6, and this is a big possession for the Beckley defense right here.
Oh, Mans has had a great game off the bench with 8 points. And you had to love the way that the Lady Eagles were crashing the boards. Here's Jackson. Huntington hasn't scored in quite a while. Jackson stops and pops, 3-ball, just missed. Mans rebounds for the Lady Eagles. Josie Cross, 1-on-1. Spin move, puts it up. She's fouled, 14 seconds left. And Cross goes to the line, trying to get the lead down to 6. Here's the replay.
Yeah, and Bill, what I was going to say, watch this. Josie Cross crosses them over.
Hey, really?
A nice little spin and accidental trip there, and Josie Cross will step up to the line to shoot 2. And she's really the heart and soul of this team. She's the team's leading scorer, and she'll be at the free throw line to shoot a pair.
I was going to say she was 4 for 4. I was thinking it, so now she's 4 out of 5 and 14 total points for Josie.
Well, that misses on Bill because he was thinking it.
The junior guard, ready again, good again.
So this is the closest Beckley's been in a while.
5 points. Wow. Who'd have thunk it? Turner dribbling through Beckley traffic. Throws up a prayer, and it's answered.
Well, you're right. That was a prayer because it looked like she was dribbling too much, and she just threw it up.
And with that, that's the end of the third quarter. Huntington 46, Beckley 39. We'll be back in a minute for the last period of play from the Armory on Video Productions.
1-2.
At Dutch Miller Automotive, we've grown quite a bit over the last 60 years, but our core principles remain the same. We believe in treating our customers and our team members like friends and family, and we see it as our obligation to give back to all the communities we are so fortunate to do business in. In just West Virginia alone, we've grown from 1 location on the west end of Huntington to 10 rooftops employing more than 500 Mountaineers. Check out the inventory from all of our stores at DutchMillerAuto.com. Dutch Miller Automotive Group, West Virginia proud.
The Lady Flying Eagles outscored Huntington 20-14 in that third quarter to pull close, down by only 7 points right now, and Josie Cross got involved with 8 third quarter points, 15 for the game. Here's Maris Lowry.
Well, Beckley played really good defense in that third quarter, and also they took care of the ball, and after having 20 first half turnovers, like I said, they really took care of the ball much better in that third quarter, and that's why they were able to cut into the lead.
And they were crashing the board. Somalia Nelson gets the ball in to Walker. Beckley down by 7. They had pulled within 6. Here's Cross. They're going to double team her. Smart play, and there's the interception by Smith. So the Lady Highlanders looking for their second win of the year, and Beckley's giving them all they want. Runner missing, tipped around, and Beckley's got it. Nelson gets it up. Cross has it. Backs her way in. Nelson, a runner, short. Gets it back.
That was Walker.
Walker, I beg your pardon. And The shot up and in by Mans, 10 points for her, and Leilani Mans has really done a job here off the bench.
Yes, she has. She's played well. She was starting earlier, and she's played really well coming off of Coach Neighbors' bench, and good job cleaning up that miss for the putback.
5-point game. Here comes Huntington. That's Smith with it. Turner passes underneath to Smith. We got two Smiths in there. And the bucket is good by Amaya Smith. 6 points for her off the bench. And a bad pass, and here come the Highlanders. Giles missing from long range. Smith follows up from the elbow, and it rolls off. Tough luck miss. Walker had it for a moment, and it's out to Beckley.
That was a good. Well, it is Beckley's ball, and that's a good job by Leilani Mans. She couldn't get the rebound, but she tipped the ball to the guard Walker, and then Huntington knocks it out of bounds. So it will be Beckley's possession after they have to go get the ball behind the curtain.
The curtain.
Well, they were on the clock.
Yeah.
And tick, 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 and they were able to get it done.
It's at least the 44th behind the curtain ball so far this week. We're trying to keep all stats for you.
Well, I think I'll let you handle that stat.
Yeah. Lady Highlanders all-court pressure.
Yeah, and that's one thing this Beckley team's got to be able to handle, this pressure that Huntington's putting on them.
Right in front of us, cross, over to Walker. Bad pass, intercepted, coming down for the lay-in. Giles banks it in, good. Ouch.
Yeah, Walker, when she threw the pass, I don't think she looked, and there was nobody home.
Lady Eagles, Walker sees clear sailing, passes it off, should have taken the layup herself. Instead, she passed it to Ellis, and it was a bad pass.
Well, Bill, maybe not a bad idea to pass it, but like you said, it was just a bad pass as there's a timeout on the floor.
Timeout with 5:47. Well, the clock is still rolling. Got to stop the clock and get it under control. Let's pause for a moment on video productions.
State Ford, where every deal is a Big John deal. Northside Drive, Route 19 in Summersville. Come see why people from all over the great state of West Virginia are making the drive to Summersville. Incredible deals on brand new Fords. The state's guaranteed lowest price on brand new F-150s, Super Duties, and more. Plus incredible service after the sale at Mid-State Ford. Northside Drive, right off of Route 19 in Summersville. Online anytime at midstatefordwv.com.
Little Caesars stuffed crazy crust is stuffed with cheese and has a delicious buttery garlic flavored crust. And it's $9.49, making it the lowest price in stuffed crust. And I'm out of time. There was more time.
Pizza, pizza. Grab the one thing that everyone's loving, and as it happens, they come by the dozen. Everybody loves it, and everybody knows it. Everybody loves a donut.
Ready to play ball. Just under 6 minutes left in regulation. Beckley down by 9. Here's Huntington racing it up the floor. This is Turner with it. What a game she's had today. Cross is defending her. Giles passing back over to Turner. Turner to the foul line. Turner to the hoop. And a block and a foul on Woodrow.
Yeah, on the floor. That was a nice take by Turner. She gets right into the lane to draw that foul. Huntington will inbound the ball up underneath her own basket.
Heavy hitter. Nick Eskins has just given me a handful of breath mints. Is he trying to tell me something?
Well, I don't know. The official is over on the far side at the scorer's table, and I'm not sure what they are checking out.
I'm glad this isn't breathable radio television.
Well, Bill, one of the things, and you'd mentioned it earlier, when a timeout was called, the clock continued to run, and now they've got to adjust the clock because it was 5:41. Now they put it to 5:32.
Here we go. From the corner. Long shot just off the mark by Turner. Mans rebounds. She has just played a wonderful game.
Another bad pass.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Bad pass at the bad time. Beckley had pulled within 5 at 46-41 and haven't scored since.
Yeah, but I don't know there's ever a good time for a bad pass. But
well, when you're up by 40 points, it's okay.
Yeah, well, I think the coaches don't ever think it's okay, but especially when you're trying to climb back into this game.
Here's Turner. Cross defended. Spin move, new player, blocked and fouled. In the ball game is Samaya Cunningham. And she will go to the hoop for 2, go to the line for 2.
Yeah.
And again, the clock continues to roll.
Right. They've got a clock issue. Yeah. Man's committed a foul.
Okay, Cunningham, who has scored a field goal for her morning's work. Well, now we're in afternoon. And that one rolls off. She gets another.
So now instead of watching and having breakfast, you can watch and have lunch.
And also dinner later on and a late night snack. We'll be here probably till 10 o'clock tonight. We're close to it.
You may be. I don't think I'll be. Of course, the last game is 8 o'clock. Hopefully it'll be done before 10. Those middle school games go pretty quick, and they're only 6-minute quarters.
I'll go for that. That's going to be quite a game, Greater Beckley and Mullins.
It will be.
Missed both foul shots. So Beckley still down by single digits.
And Bill, they've got a problem with the clock because that's what they stopped it for. As Josie Cross brought the ball up the floor, the clock never moved. And so there's a clock issue, and it's at 5:04 now. So the clock was running when it shouldn't have been, and when it should have been, it was stopped. So I don't know what the issue is over there, but that's why the officials stopped the game right there.
Well, and we've got veteran officials at the scoring table. It must be a malfunction on the clock. High post Mans, lobbing underneath. Layup, good.
Wow, over
Nicely
the head,
done.
yes.
Wow.
Alana Ellis.
So Ellis scores.
And of course,
her
Bill,
first bucket.
You may know Alana Ellis, the great-granddaughter of former Beckley Woodrow Wilson football coach Pete Colasurto.
I bet the Colasurtos are watching Colasurtos. Turner missing, Beckley rebounding, down by only 7. Here's Mans, up the floor to Cross, passes underneath, lay in, good! And the Beckley team down by 5 as Alana Ellis scores on the layup.
What a nice play. Beautiful job by Josie Cross, drawing the defender to her, been able to lay it down for Alana Ellis for the layup.
Here's Turner. On the wing it goes. It's Smith. In close, lay in, missed. Mans rebounds. Here's Beckley. Quickly up the floor to Cross. 1 against 3. She'll wait for her teammates. Walker's got it now. Near side there is a whistle and a held ball.
And it'll stay with Beckley. By the way, Bill, want to give a shout out to Josie Cross's aunt who's watching in Florida. Always watches these games on video productions. We appreciate the fact that Josie's aunt is watching down there in the great state of Florida.
Somalia Nelson will throw it in right in front of us. To Walker. Under 4 minutes to play in the game. In close, turnaround shot, and it rolls off the iron, no good. Rebound Beckley, tipped around, and Eagles keep it. There's a foul going to be called, and you got to love the way that the Lady Eagles were keeping after that ball, and Ellis is fouled.
And see, Bill, the clock's running. The clock's run 5 seconds, 6. They've got to stop it. The clock is in a tight, well, it could be a tight game. It just ran 8 seconds off the clock. So there's like I said, I think as you mentioned earlier, Bill, and I think you're right, there's a malfunction over there because they stopped the game as head coach Brian Neighbors checks it out. But this game, Beckley down 5. There should be another 8 to 10 seconds back up on the clock.
At least. You see there in that frame the videographer from Channel 6, so that'll be on at 10 and 11, I guess. And with that, we've got a timeout. Beckley down by only 5 with 3:43 to play. Let's come back after this message on Video Productions.
When you're repping the blue and gold, staying ready is key.
That's why we hit up Little General Stores, our go-to when the clock is ticking.
At LG, they're hustling to cover your daily needs, fueling you both on and off the court.
From the finest snacks to a team that's always ready to assist, Little General Stores is the ultimate stop.
You can rest easy knowing LG has all your essentials.
Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
Find out more at lgstores.com.
And we're back now. I just gave Keith Thompson some breath mints. Nothing personal.
Well, Bill, they finally got the clock issue squared away. There's 3:43 left here in the fourth quarter. Out of the timeout, Beckley will have the ball up under their own basket, and Beckley's down 5. This is a very important possession, obviously, and Coach Neighbors, I'm sure, drawing up a really good play, and you're probably going to look for either Josie Cross or maybe even Leilani Mans here on the low post as Alana Ellis will put the ball in play.
Huntington had a 16-point lead. That was their longest in the first half. In it comes. The shot is put up, and it's off the mark. No good.
Yeah, Nelson.
There just wasn't any room for Nelson to maneuver against the double team. Turner's got it. They'll spread it out. 5-point lead for the Lady Highlanders. Now to the right corner. That's Alicia Smith. Back in the middle. Jada Turner. Jackson. Turner again. Again, no shot clock in high school ball, so they don't have to worry about that. Here's Turner. From the elbow left, a lot of arc to it, and it goes in. My goodness, what a shot.
Bill, how many times have we seen Huntington put up shots like that, and when the ball leaves the shooter's hand, you're like, no way that's going in, and it goes in as Beckley turns it over.
Bad pass by Mans after Turner on the other end got her 21st and 22nd points unofficially. Beckley down by 7 with 2:38 to play.
And Bill, when we get the final numbers, Beckley's going to have close to 30 or more turnovers by the time this game's over.
That's going to be the key, I think.
Yeah.
Gliding down the floor, runner on the move, counted good.
Yeah.
That was Giles scoring.
Those are 2 big possessions. Huntington scored on both of them.
Here's Cross. That's who you want to have the ball. She is fouled.
Yeah. Common foul. That's only the 3rd team foul on the Lady Highlanders, so it'll be side out for Beckley right there in front of their own bench.
And the foul is called on Giles. That is her 3rd foul. By the way, Amara Jackson has 4 fouls for Huntington. Here's Cross. Around the defender, puts up the layup, missing. And the Huntington team, Jackson, rebounding. Here's Turner. Cross on her. We're approaching 2 minutes to play in regulation. Huntington now by 9. They play keep away a little bit. Smith. Turner, or she wanted to shoot it up. Now from back of the foul line, Smith missing. Rebound Beckley.
Yeah, it was a big stop. Beckley's got to score on this possession.
Here's Cross, one-on-one. Cross can do it. Spin move, blocked. Turner blocked it. Beckley saves it. Super hustle that time by Ellis. Now Cross goes in for the layup. She's got it.
Wow, that was nice. The way she was able to take that ball and then put the ball on the deck, get to the rim and lay it in. But now coming down to crunch time, Bill, actually less than crunch time, Becky's got to get a stop here.
17 points for Cross. Layup Turner blocked by Mans. Great defensive play by the young lady.
And you know, Bill, with 1:17 left in the game, and I know teams don't play this way anymore, but as we watch this last play by Josie Cross, what a play. Little crossover dribble. Off the deck, lay it up and in. But with 1:17 left in the game, and you're up 54-47, if you're Huntington, why are you so quick to shoot? You'd think they would spread the floor and just run a little clock.
From deep in the corner, that one goes in good. Wow, and Lala made it happen.
If you can rain a 3 from the corner and go up 10, I guess that's why you shoot it, right?
She's in La land, and that did it. 10-point lead.
Ellis finishes.
Shot. That's Ellis scoring. That's Alana Ellis with her 3rd bucket.
And that was nice. Caught the ball at his highest point, finishes in front of the rim.
But 51 seconds
Well,
left.
I was going to say, Beckley, if they don't get a steal, they got to think about fouling.
Turner moves in, backs out.
Because they only committed 2 fouls. They got to foul 3 more times. Huntington running clock. They got to get out and foul.
They will spread the court. And you're exactly right, Maris. This has got to be foul time, and there is the foul that time by Ellis.
So that's only the 3rd team foul on Beckley. They got to foul 2 more times.
Here's the 3 ball that went home earlier, just a minute ago.
So once again, they don't get a quick steal. They got to foul right away. They can't let a lot of time run off the clock, and there's the foul by Josie Cross.
Well, they fouled the wrong person because Turner is really a good player.
But it don't matter now because it's only the 4th team foul. So, but if you don't get a steal and the ball comes in, I think at this juncture of the game and you're down 8, I think you really can't be choosy of who you foul.
3rd foul, by the way, on Josie Cross.
So they got to foul her like now.
And there it is. Foul is on Ellis, number 2 on her. 32 seconds remaining, and the Beckley team staying close. To the line, here's Jada Turner. She has hit 8 field goals and 1 of 2 foul shooting today. 3 long balls, by the way. 22, now 23 points. Very nice. She's a senior for Coach Lonnie Lucas in his 30th year at Huntington, 60th year as a coach. Got them both. Big shots for Huntington, and it's a 10-point lead for the visitors.
Yeah, Becca's got to go quick, and they got to You don't want to rush the shot, but you got to get the best available shot, and you got to do it fast.
Nelson gets it in to Walker. Up here to Cross. Cross moves down to the baseline, double teamed. Over to Walker. Head of the lane. Jump shot from there off the side of the iron. Cross tries to save it, but could not.
Yeah, and Huntington was not going to let Josie Cross go to the basket. That's why they double teamed her, got the ball out of her hands. Nelson had an open look, had to take the shot, and she's not able to convert. 18.9 for the game, and Huntington with the ball and up 10.
Alicia Smith will throw it in against an all-court press. And a timeout, Huntington. So timeout on the court. A 10-point lead for the Lady Highlanders. We'll be back after this on Video Productions.
Ready to steer your career in a new direction? Look no further than New River Community and Technical College. With brand new simulators and virtual reality equipment, New River CTC's commercial driver's license program provides on-the-road experience before ever getting behind the wheel. You can become road ready by earning your CDL in just 6 weeks, along with a 180-hour certificate. Whatever your dream, New River CTC's CDL program puts you on the route to success. Don't wait. Apply now.
Here for the final 18.9 seconds in regulation. Beckley's got a deep hole to dig out of. Huntington with a 10-point advantage and the ball. And it'll be Amaya Smith to throw it in against an all-court Woodrow Wilson press. Ellis is guarding the inbounder, and there's going to be a foul called on Walker.
Yeah, and Bill, and you said a deep hole. I don't think they can dig fast enough for the amount of time that they have. 17.8 is, as you mentioned, Walker commits the foul for Beckley, and will walk down on the end of the floor and have a couple of free throws.
Jada Turner will go to the line where she's made 3 out of 4 foul shooting today. And it's up and off the iron, no good. One more coming to her.
Josie Cross back into the ball game.
By the way, we will have our player of the game sponsored by West Virginia Orthopedic, Dr. John Tabbitt. That'll be in our wrap-up show, and we'll have all of the scoring and the official stats for you as well. Turner ready. 1 out of 2 good. So, an 11-point game. Beckley needs some points immediately. Here's Cross. Stopping. Is shut off. Walker. Now over to Ellis. Pass intercepted. Jackson has it. She will retreat with 3 seconds. This is going to do it. 2-1. There's a foul with less than 1 second. That was inadvertent. I don't think that Carson Gunner meant to.
And that's what Coach Neighbors is saying, like, why are you fouling? But I'm with you, Bill. I don't think she meant to. I think that she got caught up. But sometimes I think both boys and girls, they get caught up in playing, and sometimes they don't pay attention to the clock, or they don't really, as the first free throw's missed, kind of maybe game situations. I mean, like I said, it's a different brand of basketball, how they just played like 10 years ago.
Oh, yeah. Amara Jackson looking for her 9th point. She's 1 out of 3 foul shooting, and good. 9 points for her, and that's going to set the final score. 61 for Huntington, 49 for Beckley. Stay tuned. We'll take a break, and we'll recap the game. We'll have our player of the game and also stats after you see and hear these messages on Video Productions.
Grab the one thing that everyone's loving, and as it happens, they come by the dozen. Everybody loves it, and everybody knows it. Everybody loves a donut.
Are you ready to steer your career in a new direction? Look no further than New River Community and Technical College. With brand new simulators and virtual reality equipment, New River CTC's commercial driver's license program provides on-the-road experience before ever getting behind the wheel. You can become road ready by earning your CDL in just 6 weeks, along with a 180-hour certificate. Whatever your dream, New River CTC's CDL program puts you on the route to success. Don't wait. Apply now.
At Dutch Miller Automotive, we've grown quite a bit over the last 60 years, but our core principles remain the same. We believe in treating our customers and our team members like friends and family. and we see it as our obligation to give back to all the communities we are so fortunate to do business in. In just West Virginia alone, we've grown from one location on the west end of Huntington to 10 rooftops employing more than 500 Mountaineers. Check out the inventory from all of our stores at DutchMillerAuto.com. Dutch Miller Automotive Group, West Virginia proud.
Dunkin' is here with your holiday helpers. Peppermint mocha and toasted white chocolate signature lattes. A touch of delicious holiday magic to help you seize the season. Sip through the holidays with signature lattes at Dunkin'. America runs on Dunkin'.
Getting ready for the next game, and Maris Lowry will be broadcasting that game on Video Productions. It'll be a boys contest between Pikeview and Elkins. He'll be on the air in about 5 or 6 minutes. Just enough time for us to tell you about this game. The Huntington team has led start to finish. They had a 19-8 lead at the end of the first quarter, advanced it as much as 16 points in the second half, in the second quarter, I should say. And at halftime, the Lady Highlanders led Beckley 32-19 and had things firmly in control. But after intermission, the Lady Eagles came out roaring, or whatever an Eagle does, and outscored Huntington 20-14 in that third quarter. And then in the opening moments of the last quarter, Beckley got within 5 at 46-41.
Well, Bill, most Eagles that I've ever seen, they fly.
They fly, but they also make noises like screeches or something, and that's what Beckley did before the last quarter got to them, and they lost by 12 points. Huntington 61-49. The unofficial individual scoring, Jada Turner leading the Lady Highlanders with 24 points. Lala Sloan had 11. Amara Jackson with 8. Cunningham 2, Giles with 6, and Amaya Smith had 6 points. Now we've got the official stats right here, so let's take a look and see if what I gave you is unique. No, we missed one for Turner. So Turner wind up with 25 points. 25 for Turner and 11 for Giles were the two double-digit scores for Huntington. For the Beckley team, Josie Cross with 17 points. Leilani Mans had 10 points. Those were the two double-digit scores for Woodrow Wilson. Pardon me. Addison Walker with 8. 6 points for Ellis. 6 for Nelson. 2 points for Hopkins. And those are the point totals for the Beckley Flying Eagles. We'll be back. We'll have the team totals and the player of the game after we take our final timeout on Video Productions.
1-2.
At Dutch Miller Automotive, we've grown quite a bit over the last 60 years, but our core principles remain the same. We believe in treating our customers and our team members like friends and family, and we see it as our obligation to give back to all the communities we are so fortunate to do business in. In just West Virginia alone, we've grown from one location on the west end of Huntington to 10 rooftops employing more than 500 Mountaineers. Check out the inventory from all of our stores at DutchMillerAuto.com. Dutch Miller Automotive Group, West Virginia proud.
Okay, let's give you the official team stats. For Huntington, they hit 25 field goals of 68 shots. That's 37%. 5 of 17 from long range. That is 29%. 6 of 14 foul shooting. That's 43%. They had 24 rebounds and only 8 turnovers. Turnovers, that's what killed Woodrow Wilson, as the Lady Eagles had 28 turnovers. And what kept Beckley in the game was the rebounding. Woodrow had 37 rebounds to 24 for Huntington. Here are the team totals for the Lady Flying Eagles. 17 field goals made out of 37 shots. That's 46%. 3 of 8 from downtown. That's 37.5%. And 12 of 20 foul shooting. That is 60%. Final score, 61 Huntington, 49 for Beckley. And the player of the game, we congratulate Jada Turner, the point guard for the Huntington Lady Highlanders. She hit 9 of 16 from the floor, 3 of 6 from downtown, 4 of 6 from the charity stripe. She had 4 rebounds and 2 assists, 25 total points to lead all scoring for Jada Turner. She is our WV orthopedic player of the game. We thank Dr. John Tabbitt for sponsoring that for us. Well, we're getting ready for the next broadcast. That'll be coming up here in just a couple of minutes. Maris Lowry and E.T. Eric Thomas will be your friendly neighborhood announcers, and then I'll come back for the 2:30 broadcast, a girls' game between Spring Valley and University. For the heavy hitter Nick Eskins, this is Bill O'Brien. Thanks for tuning in. Stay with us here on Video Productions.